This grid has 3 colors. Each color wants to collect as many tiles next to it as possible, but they all follow the rules of rock, paper, scissors. So red will overtake green, green will overtake blue, and blue will overtake red. Which color wins? No one. It just keeps looping forever. And this board is completely deterministic. That means anytime we run the simulation, the exact same thing will happen. It will always create this spiral. Why? Well, it might be easier to see with more colors. Here we have 4 colors. And again, each targets one color and gets taken over by one color. As soon as the colors meet, you can start to see what's happening. Now, no color can take over anything in the counterclockwise direction since it's being blocked by a tile it can't take. It can only go clockwise. And this loops through the whole square. The spiral forms because each color keeps chasing the tiles next to them. This is easiest to see in the middle. You can see this little chain of 4 colors always circling around the center. We're going to talk more about chains later, but basically, a chain is just a loop of colors. Except they're in the perfect order, so the next link in the chain is the color the tile before it is trying to capture. And this chain will go on forever, always looping. This is kind of boring though. Let's add some randomness. So now, the simulation starts with each tile as a random color. Well, it looks pretty cool, but if you look closely, it's just looping again. Let's make this a little more interesting. 8 colors. Each color will target the next color in the rainbow. Who's going to win this time? Let's see. Well, looks like magenta won, but there's still a lot of green tiles. Each color only interacts with 2 others, so most colors just won't affect each other. Because of that, it'll usually end with just one color having pretty much all the area, while some other colors that don't interact with the main one are sprinkled in. Here's another one. It doesn't happen often, but sometimes one color cleans out the whole board. Honestly, I could just watch these all day. But what you're gonna see a lot here is one color dominating until it accidentally touches the color it's weak to, so that color infects everything it had. So pretty often, the color that looks like it's gonna die out ends up winning because the color with the most tiles was the target. If a color gets eliminated, however, the winner is pretty much set in stone. Magenta just got eliminated. See if you can guess who will win because of that. Red wins, because the only color that targets it, magenta, is eliminated. It's kind of the apex predator of the simulation. Let's look at another one. See how there's no blue tiles? That means the color after it, purple, even though there's just one of them, is gonna win. Here it is again. With nothing targeting it, there's nothing stopping it from taking over. Okay, one more time. Oh, come on. What happens surprisingly often is that a chain will form. These chains, though, have a loop of all 8 colors. And this chain will never break. To show why, I'm going to try to break it. Let's try to break it here, on this orange tile. Every link in the chain behaves the same way, so if we can't ruin it here, we can't ruin it anywhere. The only tile that can take over orange is red, so that's our only option to eliminate this color. So once orange reaches it, nothing happens. Well, it did turn the tile red, but the chain was already going to do that. We just helped the chain. In fact, the only colors you can ever change these tiles into are ones that would help the chain. Think about it. There's only one possible color each could turn into, and the color before it will make sure it does every time. So this chain will stay here forever, and that chain will start to absorb the colors outside it, making itself bigger. That creates a spiral. And once a spiral is created, there's no stopping it. Each layer will keep expanding out, collecting more tiles as it goes. This will keep looping like this forever. Spirals aren't too common on their own, but they're very dangerous, as if one forms, it'll keep growing and infect the whole board. If you look closely, you can still see the original chain in the center of the spiral. Chains don't just have to look like squares, by the way. Some of them can look pretty weird. This chain has links that are 2 tiles long, which makes some of its layers 2 tiles thick. Most chains aren't even rectangles. They can even start like this. Or like this. Here's probably the coolest one I've seen happen naturally. This chain loops through all 8 colors twice. The reason these spirals are so strong is that every layer is reinforcing the ones next to it. So even if we get rid of this center layer, the other layers will just bring it back. That's why if one forms, the game is over. This is what was actually happening earlier when we had less colors. It looks like it's looping, but that's actually because it's just a bunch of spirals. Chains are pretty impossible not to form with so little colors. Same thing happens when the board gets bigger. So the bigger the board, the higher the chance it'll end in a spiral. Like, they're not common, but all it takes is one. Like here, 10 different spirals just formed independently. And they all have their own little chain in the center. Some of these spirals are kind of hard to spot, so who knows, maybe I missed one. I'm not really sure why these chains form. It seems like it's all just luck, when all 8 colors just happen to be in the right order. Here's the moment one of them forms. See if you can spot the chain. Here it is. It looks kind of weird, but it has all 8 colors in the right order, so it is technically a chain. As it goes on, you can kind of see it move and shrink a little bit until it becomes your average spiral. If you want to mess around with this yourself, there's a link in the description to the simulation. And this was actually a lot of fun to put together. Also, discovering the patterns and rules that showed up was actually really interesting. All the code is in the description as well, so if you want to change how many colors there are or what affects what, you can. Anyway, thanks for watching.